The story begins with a girl named Mallory. From a girl who was painting a picture. Mallory is pregnant and only a few days old. Her baby is about to be born later. Her sister Jessica arrives and tells Mallory, "I hope you have seen the news on TV. Some strange news is being shown in the news." Mallory watches the news and it turns out that there is such a disease in Russia. It is spread in which man has lost control over his mind. Loses control and this disease. When an infected person takes his own life. The reporter explains that no one knows for sure yet whether it's a disease or a virus. People suddenly become confused after seeing something. Losing control, he would brutally take his own life. It is reported in the news that the disease has spread to millions of people and is now. This disease has spread from Russia to other countries as well. Is spreading. But Mallory doesn't understand this news. Ignoring him and sharing his thoughts with Jessica. Went to the hospital for a pregnancy checkup. She goes there and the doctor gives her the good news. The baby is doing well and will be back soon. Mallory is happy to hear she's going to be a mother. She leaves and starts returning home. But while leaving the hospital, Mallory falls on the girl who shakes her head vigorously, hitting the front windshield. Mallory panics and quickly leaves. Mallory gets into the car with Jessica. She tells Jessica to hurry up. It seems that the dangerous virus from Russia is here. Has also arrived. People are standing on the streets outside. There was commotion and people were killing themselves. Jessica quickly started the car and drove the car quickly towards home. But now the situation was getting worse. There are a lot of accidents on the road. Mallory is terrified by this. And then Jessica, while driving, does something like this. She sees it, which changes the color of her eyes. It happens. Now Jessica is in control. Losing her coolness, she increases the speed of the car and own accident with vehicles coming from. Mallory tries to stop him from doing so. She tries to stop him but Jessica doesn't stop as if someone has taken control of his mind and then the car collided with another car. An accident happens. Luckily, this accident. Both of them survive and both of them escape from the car. Comes out. But before Mallory realizes something. Then she sees that his sister Jessica was run over by a truck. She gives her life. Mallory sees through her eyes. Seeing Jessica die such a terrible death in front of her. She gets very scared, but the situation is different. Such were the circumstances that he had to face the dead body of his sister. I don't even get time to go near her. She looks. There is a stampede of people all around. And Mallory is one of those people. And starts running forward. But someone pushed him from behind and he fell down. He gives in. Then a woman comes to help him. But before he could pick up Mallory. Then she too saw something in front of her. And that woman is also a burning sensation like Jessica. She sits in the car and gives up her life. Meanwhile, a man named Tom arrives. He picks up Mallory and brings her into a nearby house. Yes, there would have been some people present in this house already. And these people too suddenly seeing all this. They are very scared. Inside the house. Everyone present asks each other. What the hell is going on? But no one knows. No. That's why they turn on the TV. It is reported in the news that outside. There is something that people see when they see it. Go insane and kill yourself. Let's come. The reporter explains that this virus has spread throughout the world. Therefore, no one was infected with this virus. Yes, she should keep all the things in her house. Keep the windows and doors closed and out of the house. Don't make the mistake of leaving. These people. Quickly close all the windows in the house. As well as the glass windows. Cover it with paper so that the substance present outside. The demon inside should not notice them. 3 days pass by somehow. But now, no one understands what all this is about. All these people are sitting at home worried. Just then there's a knock on the door from outside. There is a girl who tearfully requests him. She says, "Please open the door." Tom tells her. He goes to open the door for the girl. But Douglas refuses to open the door. Because he was afraid that this girl might don't get infected. But Mallory Douglas here. She points a gun at Tom and shoots him at the girl. Tom asks her to open the door for him. He opens the door and the girl comes in. The girl's name is Olympia and Olympia was also pregnant. You are asked to blindfold yourself. How did you get here? Then Olympia. She tells him that she had finished her food. That's why he went to each house door one by one. She reached here knocking. Hearing this, Douglas says that we all have a bad appetite. The situation has become so because these people have also been. I have been stuck in this house for 7 days. That's why these people think that eating from outside. How to get there? Although it's a short distance from home. There is a supermarket, but it's not easy to get there. Reaching this house was a big challenge. The owner says that CCTV is installed outside the house. Cameras are installed. If we use CCTV, find the location of those monsters through the camera. If we apply it, we can hide from those monsters and become super. Access to the market and become a homeowner. Says I don't think this monster. Even by watching it on the screen, a person. It could be infected. But everyone else can't handle it. They refuse to do so. Then the house. The owner says that if we don't do this step, if we lift it, we will all die of hunger. Hearing this, other people also felt that what he said was right. Everyone tie it to a chair with a rope. So that even if it gets infected. So he could not kill himself because whoever saw the monster would kill himself. After which the others would take it here. But he leaves and goes to another room and this guy starts looking at the screen. After some time, we see a wind on the screen. The gust is visible and we see that its facial expressions start changing. Suddenly his eye color changes. After some time, he leaves the room with a sharp shouts start coming. Hearing this, the others also came running to him. But before they reach home, the owner banged his head on the table in front of him. He kills himself. Seeing all this, those people, they get very scared and they have one thing. It is understandable that this monster would look at the screen or in front of your eyes. It will kill you. After that these people break the monitor screen so that these people even accidentally set their sights on that monster. Another day passed like this. And now they are in a bad state due to hunger. So these people went to the supermarket. Let's make another plan to leave. Tom. He says that we can track the car using GPS. After which, we will reach that market. These people cover the car windows with paint. So that these people cannot see the outside view. And no one from outside can see them inside. After which 5 people with the help of GPS get out of the car and slowly, with GPS without seeing the road ahead. Let's move on. Here we see that the city is deserted. Roads all around. It's full of corpses. Go a little further. The car starts vibrating violently after. The car's sensors detect that the car surrounded by those monsters. But Tom refuses to give up and drives the car away. Moves forward and somehow these people. They reach the store where these people. Getting out of the car with your eyes blindfolded. And reach inside the store. After coming inside, these people first clean the windows and doors. And then these people with their eyes. Let's take off the bandages. In the store. Food and drink and all the necessities are available. They were all very happy to see it. And each person should get as much ration as possible. He gathers it all up. Here we see Mallory and Tom, who are talking to each other. Tom was a good man, and he also saved Mallory's life. From this we know that they started liking each other. After this, both of them also start looking for things you need for yourself. Mallory is known for her work in 3 birds in a cage. She finds them and keeps them with her. And then someone knocks on the store door. But these people were afraid for that man. They wouldn't open the door. Then the man started crying. I request you to please open the door. Now these people even feel pity for that man. And they were also afraid that this man might. So that they do not get infected, these people have already standing at the door ready for the man. So that if they have even the slightest suspicion on that man, if you suspect it is infected, kill it. These people will give him the door as soon as when they open it, the man starts forcing his way in. And says that this monster is it's beautiful. You all should see it. Hearing this, these people understand that this man is also infected. Now they have the man. There was no way to get out. So Charlie goes to that man to save everyone. Pushes it out with force. And he himself goes out with her. That guy outside beats Charlie badly. And Charlie sacrifices his comrades' lives. Gave his life to save Mallory here. She notes when those monsters are close. The birds start making noise, and now these birds. He will be a great support to them. The remaining 4 people would return with ration. And they are all deeply saddened by Charlie's death. Now night falls and we see that everyone has gone to their respective rooms, and just then someone knocks on the door outside. When Olympia learns that outside the door. But if there is someone, he will attack that man without thinking. Brings him into the house. But then Mallory. She sees him and tries to shoot him with a gun. She threatens. The rest of the family is also here. They come out of their rooms and a stranger. These people get scared on seeing the man, and he starts shouting at Olympia that you did this. Why did you bring the man in? Olympia says that I've been out alone. I know how difficult it is to be alone outside. That's why I felt pity for this man, and I brought in and here this guy named Gary. He tells me please get me out of the house. Don't take it out. He says there's nothing in my house. Psycho people had entered who had forced the eyes of friends open and showed them the devil whom they saw. All my friends committed suicide. But somehow I managed to escape and run till here. Arrived. Here we learn that if anyone sees that devil, the devil shows that person something like this. This frightens him greatly. The devil tries to kill that person with the greatest loss in his life. It represents great sorrow or loss. It is so deep that he cannot bear it. Suddenly becoming very depressed. The man kills himself. Gary here. He also tells us some other things. He says that those psychos didn't have blindfolds on their eyes. Rather, he was happy to see that devil. Listening to Gary say this, we would know that the devil cannot kill that person who has been in his life for a long time. He is sad because he is already inside. Therefore, the person who already living my life in depression. He may have been affected by this trick of the devil. It does not affect him, but the devil makes him his slave. Makes it so that it can live as a human being. So that these people can hunt more humans. Now is Gary also a puppet of that devil? Or a common man like these? We'll find out later. Everyone here, Gary. They allow us to stay at home. But Douglas doesn't trust Gary at all. And he angrily takes the gun and tries to get her out. He threatens to kill her. But then Charlotte comes from behind and Douglas was knocked unconscious by hitting him on the head with something. And together they send Douglas to another room. And Gary's all. He thanks her. Then the next day. Suddenly Mallory and Olympia both together. Labor pains begin. Tom and Charla. Helping them take both of them to the upstairs room. They take him in. But Gary stays downstairs. And his actions are also a bit strange. They seem to be a lot of pictures of the devil. Takes it out and places it on the table and his eyes. Seeing this, we realize that Gary is also a devil. Is under the control of. Meanwhile, Mallory and Olympia gives birth to her children. Olympia has a daughter and Mallory a son. But the caged bird below. They start making noise, which Gary gets fed up with. He picks up the cage and locks it in the fridge. And takes off the paper from the windows. Douglas then sees his actions and understands that he too is a puppet of the devil. They do not die on seeing this but at the behest of the devil. But they kill others. Douglas shouted. He says that I told this fellow. Get out of the house. Hearing Douglas's voice, Tom. He comes down. But then Gary comes up from behind. Hits Tom on the head and knocks him unconscious. Then he got rid of Gary Douglas. He moves towards it to get it. But then. He hears the voices of children. So he left Douglas and went up to Olympia and goes to Mallory's room. Where she removes all paper from the windows. And as Olympia looks outside, she falls under the control of the devil. Now Mallory. It is understood that Olympia is now somehow. She will kill herself anyway. That's why she's Olympia. Snatches his daughter from him and then Olympia. She jumps from the window and kills herself. After that Gary grabbed Charla and forcibly opens his eyes and he too. It gets infected and kills itself. Gary now moves toward Mallory. But he hiding both the children with her under a sheet. So she would have been fine until now. But Gary tries to snatch the sheet away from her and look outside. But then Douglas appears. He reaches for the gun and closes his eyes. And tries to shoot Gary. But Gary knows that Douglas has an eye on him. He's not coming. So he takes advantage of the opportunity. He ran and took Douglas with him to the upper floor. Drops it down to the ground floor. Gary kills Douglas with a Caesar saying, I wonder if you can't see the beauty of that devil. You'll be able to see. Meanwhile, Tom regains consciousness and somehow picking up a short gun and killing Gary. Tom then goes upstairs and Mallory calms the children down. Now, only Tom, Mallory and 2 children survived. After this, a scene from 5 years later was shown. Where Mallory and Tom's relationship now. I am in and the children have also grown up. But the danger is still not over. Still out there. People were roaming around under the control of Satan and they would catch and kill normal people. These people have been doing this for the last 5 years. Living a quiet life. Mallory. Helping children survive in this difficult situation. I taught you all the methods of doing it. Here you can. People must have also come to know that the boy who. He's Mallory's own son. But this. The girl is not Mallory's daughter, but this girl. Olympia's daughter who died before. Olympia handed it over to Mallory. A voice comes from the radio saying, Rick. A man tells us where we are at. The place is completely safe. We have one here. There is a colony. Food and drink and all the necessary facilities are available. The man tells you that if you come here. If you want, go with the flow of the river. When the river flow will be the fastest, then the nearby. Our colony will be found in the middle of the forest. There are many birds whose sounds we can hear. You can find us. And of course, by the river. It takes you 2 days to go with the flow. Tom will trust the man there. He wanted to go, but Mallory refused. She says it might be possible. That person who brought us here is infected. You want to kill me by pulling me out. At night. Tom explains to Mallory that if we are to survive. If you want to stay, you will have to go there. When will you? Till now we are living this blind life here. The next day, when these people come to collect their goods. When they go out, some psycho people attack them. Tom Mallory and explains to the children that this is the time to get out of it. I'm trying to talk those people into it. I'll confuse you. You guys are sneaking around behind the scenes. Get out of here by the road and by the river. Reach the place indicated on the radio. But Mallory couldn't leave Tom alone like this. She didn't want to leave. Then Tom said, "We need someone to stay alive. I'll have to give my life." Then Tom Mallory and take the children out the back door. And blindfolds himself. Tied up and with a short gun for those psycho people. They help Tom remove the bandage. But Tom tells them to talk. Tries to trick Mallory into, "I can get out of here with the kids." But only then. They see Mallory leaving. Now before they catch Mallory, Tom goes after him for bullets. He kills 2 people while driving. He himself gets injured and now without. Look for him to finish off the rest. It was becoming difficult. So he closed his eyes. Removes the bandage and the 2 present there. And he kills people too. Now only one. Only the psycho man survives, and when Tom, the last remaining psycho, goes to kill a human, then the devil also reaches there. And the devil begins to control Tom. But before it's completely tamed, Tom kills the last remaining man. And then he would take his own life with the same gun. There, Mallory heard the gunshot and understood. Tom is dead now. He is very. She cries a lot because of this difficult time. Tom was her only support, after which she to go to the destination indicated on the radio. She starts preparing. She explains to the children. This journey will be very difficult, but we have to go there to survive. It will happen. And listen carefully to one thing, no matter what. You both should blindfold yourselves. You must not take it off. Otherwise, you will both die. You will go. After this, Mallory will be able to take care of herself, and her blindfolded children were taken to the river. She goes out and takes the help of a rope. They reach the river where they sitting in a boat and going with the flow of the river. Mallory takes the cage with her. She also keeps those birds caged in her cage. After hours of travel, Mallory radioed from the people living in that colony. Contacts where she is going. But then the birds in the cage started making noise. And at the same time a frightening sound. She calls out to Mallory repeatedly. But she, ignoring everything and moving forward. After going some distance, the sound came to him. And it starts to get closer. Now we see that a man came very close to Mallory and said to her, "You should remove the blindfold from your eyes. You're safe here and I have food too." But Mallory hides the children behind a sheet. The gun starts shooting all around. The man understands that Mallory is seeing his eyes. She wouldn't remove the bandage. So the man bolted. He comes near and attacks Mallory and forcibly removing the blindfold from Mallory's eyes. He tries to. And this guy also tries to try. Kind of tells Mallory that you have to keep your remove the blindfold and see the devil. I want it. She's very beautiful. But Mallory uses a weapon to protect herself. She attacks him and kills him. Traveling this way. 24 hours had passed for Mallory and the children. And these people get very tired. Suddenly the boat collides with a truck which his son and food items were thrown into the water. Mallory now finds her son. It saves you from drowning in water. But the food and drink they had were. Mallory is very happy to see this. Becomes more distressing because if they did not get food and drink, you will die of hunger. So eat. Mallory anchors the boat on the river bank to search for, and tells the children no matter what, you both go and stay on the boat. Do not remove the blindfold at all. After this he tied a rope to the boat. In the forest, searching for food and drink.